Hello friends, I'm JessDawl and this is your weekly oracle reading for May 3rd through 9th. So let's get an energetic vibe on what's going on this week. I know I've been gone, I had some health issues, I have returned, and we're getting back at it. Okay, so what do we have for the week? What do we need to know? Bye-bye. First card out. Hope everyone is doing well and that you're taking care of yourself. Let's take this moment while we're waiting for cards to come out to tell ourselves we love ourselves. Remind ourselves to be gentle with ourselves. We are worthy of that, are we not? Yes, we are. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, two more. So, okay, so first and foremost is the Medicine Guardian. Medicine Guardian comes up when it's time to be open to healing. What do you need to heal? Is it an inner child? Is it an issue? Whatever comes up for you, that's what it is. And again, this is a quick reminder. Not all messages are going to resonate with you. Not everything in the reading will. And if whatever does, keep. Whatever you don't resonate with, cast it aside. It's not for you. Okay? All right. Next thing that comes up is Air Guardian. Woo! Shift your perception. So taking a peek at things a little bit differently. Like looking from a different set of eyes, if you will, okay? We are the Hathors. We are the Hathors. This has got to do with deep love and birth as a portal, okay? It's almost like the mother's milk. And if you have had childhood issues, or you're not so close with your parents, or you may even have or be too much alike your parents, or if your parents have maybe passed on, etc., etc., this is about taking that space and giving yourself that deep, deep love, all right? Next, Sage. Be devoted and committed. Where do you need to place commitment and devotion? It could be self-care. It could be a job. It could be a family member. It could be, again, healing an issue. It could be, again, self-love healing. It could be being open to healing information, hearing things a different way, seeing things a different way. Earth Mother. This card is so beautiful. Earth Mother is about feeling loved and comforted, especially during this time out here in the world where everything is kind of uncertain. We need to take the time to find space for ourselves, with ourselves, and be committed to comforting and loving and finding that space to where we feel good. You're not going to get anything accomplished if you don't have that. You're just going to spin in circles, round and round and round and round and round and round and round. Personally, I know how that goes. And I try to give myself a little self-care every day and tell myself I love myself every day. And sometimes it seems kind of silly, but if you don't do it, we can't expect anybody else to, and we can't expect ourselves to survive. We are not on autopilot. We are human, and we are worthy of that. Okay? Next, Shaolin Master. Being graceful in your movement and action. So making life a moving prayer. I'm stumbling over my words today. Clearly my throat chakra is not all the way in tune. But making everything like a moving prayer. Taking it slow. Thinking before we act, so to speak. That's what I'm hearing. Thinking before we act. And when we act, being graceful in our actions. Being smoothly, no, that's not what I wanted to say. Being a smooth operator, let's put it that way. Smooth operator, smooth operator. So taking the time to be graceful in our movement and action. Thinking before we speak. Somebody needed to hear that. Thinking before we speak. Don't just blurt it out. Think, is this going to serve me before I say this? Or is this just my ego talking right now, wanting to win? Okay? Next, Star Ancestor. Following the voice of your soul. Listen to the inner voice in your head. That is your higher self. That is your inner being. Are you paying attention to the intuitive messages that are coming along? To your gut? Maybe you're seeing repeated signs. Are you paying attention? Focus. Listen. Mountains. Standing your ground. Standing in your own space. Owning it. Own who you are. Because you are perfect just the way you are. You are worthy of anything you could possibly want just for existing. So stand in your ground. Stand in your feet. Be rooted. Set boundaries is something that someone needs to hear. And stick to them. Right? But don't beat yourself up if you feel like a boundary has been crossed or that you don't have boundaries. Oh, I don't have boundaries. I feel so... No. No. Just be graceful about it. Set them. Stand your ground. Be that warrior. Next that comes up is shapeshifter. This is about transforming and unveiling your gifts. What are your gifts? Have you been drawn to try something new? Have you found that you are profoundly better at something than you used to be? Are you receiving messages? Are you having dreams? Is that new hobby during the panorama something that you're amazing at? This could also be gifts of healing. The ability to accept, you know what? I'm ready to move on. I want to heal this part of me and let it go. Close that chapter and move on, baby. Okay? Let's see what other messages we've got. Okay. Here we go. Baby steps. Taking action, but following your intuition before it makes sense. Kind of like being led somewhere. You know, when you go and you're driving and you end up on this weird detour, but the detour took you to this really cool place or a sunset you never thought you'd see, or etc., etc. Following your gut and your intuition before it makes sense. Taking those baby steps to make things happen. Loosen your grip. Loosening your grip is got to do with coping mechanisms. It's got to do with addictions. It's got to do with density, letting go and letting God, if you will. It's got to do with maybe you're addicted to a substance. Maybe you're addicted to a behavior. Maybe you're addicted to a personality type. Maybe you're addicted to self-sabotage. It could be any of these things. But loosen your grip and soften to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. I love when these come up like this. You're not for everyone. Everyone isn't going to like you, and that's okay. That's totally okay. Everyone is not going to like you. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Stand in your power, right? I'm not like every other reader. I'm not like every other person, but I'm truly myself, and I am embracing it every day that it comes along. If I find myself kind of beating myself up a little bit, no. I go look in the mirror and I tell myself, Jess, I love you, until I feel better. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I'm like, what? But it helps. Whatever you have to do to understand you're not for everyone, but you're worthy of love and everything you could ever imagine. You just have to embrace your weirdness. Embrace who you are completely, whatever that might mean, because you're perfect. You're perfect. All right, all paths lead home. Inner tuition, inner authority, giving yourself permission, turning your gaze inward. Okay? Turning inward. I wanted to let that one sit there for a second and settle with you. What do you need to do to get that inner authority of yours to allow you to be in your power? In your weirdness, in your truth. Okay? Pull some cards for the weekend and wrap this up. Oh my. Oh my. Got a couple on the ground here. Love when they jump. There is a lot here. Wow. Okay. White witch. That's me. Be the light. Be the light. Be the light that you didn't have. Be the light that someone else needs. Be the light that you need. Walk light. Spread light. Be the light. High priest. Set your intentions and create. Manifest, darling. Perspective. Ooh. None of this matters. None of this matters. Zoom out. Find some common ground. If at first you don't succeed, try again. The heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Are you guarding too much? Give love and receive love. Give and receive love. Give and receive love. The water guardian. Connect with your emotions. Again, we're just reiterating the messages we already got. Turning your gaze inward. Connect with your emotions, whatever they might be. You need to scream, scream. You need to cry, cry. You want to laugh, laugh. A lot of times I use music and watching visuals, whether it be a TV show or I listen to binaural beats, anything like that. I'll connect with another reader and listen to their messages on Instagram. I get in those emotions so that I can clean them out, release them. Don't let them build up and make you sick or confused, okay? Connect with them. The trader comes up. I love how these are just exchange energy to create abundance. Little give, little take, little give, little take. Give a little, get a little, give a little, get a little. Let yourself be loved and give love, right? Connecting with your inner authority. Standing your ground. Understanding that you're not gonna be for everyone. Shift that perception. And finally, I love this. The hermit. Rest, retreat, recharge. Give yourself permission to do so. I'm reminding you, I'm sending you so much love from here. Have a wonderful week.